All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another day of casting the Alchemy League Season 5. So, for today, we have at least two sets in mind. So, the first one is going to be VonDutch against Loliet, who is also called Leonovoo or Leon on the Discord. And then after that, we're going to move on to Metalmania against Flying Mouse. So, as you might have understood from the two drafts, both sets were played in round 1. So, game 1 is going to be played on shiXo. And then, as you can see, VonDutch and Loliet chose to play. Well, they didn't choose, but Mars and another map were left for game 2, and the random function just chose Mars for them. As for civs, VonDutch, as you can see, he banned Dravidians, Ethiopians, sniped Japanese from his opponent, and he's going to have available Berbers, Mongols, and Saracens. Whereas Loliet, he banned Georgians, Spanish, sniped Persians, and he's left with Italians, Lithuanians, and Koreans. Now, I would say both drafts seem very strong, especially when you consider that game 1 is going to be on a nomad / mega random map, and all of the civs can do well on that. Maybe Saracens is the odd one out, but at the same time, we've seen how crazy generations on shiXo can be, how much gold you might be lacking. So maybe you could manage to do something with the market with Saracens. And then Mars, I'll be honest, I don't remember much about the map, so we'll have to look at it later on together, because I might be confusing it with another map. I think it's the one with a lot of gold and stone spread around the map. So on that one, something like Mongols could be good. Lithuanians as well are the two which come to mind. But we'll see. Now, speaking of the players, quite briefly, we have Lamarcus, who is a player from Hong Kong, and he played in Season 4 as well, right? I remember casting a couple of his games, and I remember him being very, very solid. So I'm happy he's back to play with us in Season 5 as well, and I can't wait to see what he has in store for us. VonDutch, on the other hand, is an Italian player, and this is the first time he plays in the Alchemy League. So he's kind of a newcomer, and we'll have to see how he deals with the, I wouldn't say craziness, but how he deals with the different maps we have in this tournament compared to, other tournaments. And as for Elo, as you can see, there's a slight advantage for VonDutch. He's currently 1900 with the highest of 2k8. Whereas Lamarcus, he's currently 1800 with the highest of 1900. So there is 100 Elo difference, but as we've seen in the past, that doesn't necessarily mean that much in this tournament. We've seen players who we thought were underdogs just steamroll their opponents. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So without further ado, let's jump into game 1, which, as I said, is going to be on shiXo. And here it is. And we got one of the very weird generations with this terrain. Now, I don't know if yeah, I see I have the same terrain in game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the same terrain is visible in game. I will try and look into some mods to change the terrain looks, because I know it might seem kind of bad to Jasune because he put a lot of work, a lot of effort into this map, but this is hurting the eyes, right? So I'll try to not look at that as much as possible. Luckily for us, both players chose to drop their TCs in the north of this map. So, as we can see, Marcus has a nice TC, snuggled between the woodlands. It might later on be bad for farms, but at the same time, you are going to be playing water, right? So, farms come into play later on into the game, and by that time, you might have been able to clear the area around your TC. But, as you can see, he might have some troubles, some issues with gold, because his gold is forward. It's just 2 tiles, and the remaining gold is concentrated in this middle area, right, where VonDutch is building his TC. He has access to a smaller woodline, but there are a lot of them around, so he could just go with a lumber camp around here or here, and he has better gold access. Not to mention, he has an elephant here, which Lamarcus is going to take. Okay. Oh, and they both started with Photoman. Oh. Yeah, that feels bad. And VonDutch saw that. Okay, so VonDutch... Oh, okay, no, this is from... No, wait. Sorry, I got confused. That was not VonDutch's camel, right? Yeah, so VonDutch saw the elephant leave him. He's going to say it now again. And he saw it come back. So he might be thinking, my opponent either lost a will or he lost aggro. Oh, he could block this now. He's not looking. Oh, he might lose the Photoman to the TC. And Lamarcus is going to send back the woman because she is weak. She doesn't have that much health left, so he's going to send a fresh one. Ooh. Maybe VonDutch will be able to take it. We forgot server. Oh, so... yes, because VonDutch is from Italy, so he is going to be better off on European servers. Whereas Lamarcus is from Hong Kong, so I'm guessing... I forget which servers there are in Asia. I know there's an Indian one. I think there's Korean server. But I might be mistaken. So VonDutch manages to get that boar, which is not great for Lamarcus because he lost a will to that one. He got one very, very weak, and he idled another one to get that. So we'll see how he recovers from this. We have a dock here from Lamarcus, and the dock here from VonDutch. I'm not sure I like this. This is going to become inefficient very, very soon. I would have preferred it. I mean, I think you should be docking on this side, right? Not here. I mean, making a dock, building a dock here could be nice later on if you just want to block the water, so your opponent has to redock. But yeah, as a starting dock, I'm not a fan. So I think this is going to balance out the fact that VonDutch got two elephants, and his opponent got basically none. Especially considering his opponent got... Oh, he's taking damas, okay. I thought those were ostriches, but they're not. So, one thing I haven't talked about is civilizations. We have Koreans from Lamarcus, which I think is a great choice for this map, because you start with villagers spread all over the map, right? And you had to find the proper spot for your TC. But because of the mega random nature of the map, you don't really know what resources are around, so you want to have as much information as possible before dropping your TC, because you don't want to drop your TC in an area, I don't know, like this, where there's tons of gold, but no wood, right? So by having Koreans, you have better information on the map, and you can ideally find an area with both gold and wood. And as I say that, I would argue the Saracen player from VonDutch got arguably the better map position, because he's got woodlands all around. He has hunt. He has gold access. So yeah. And as we can see, VonDutch is up to feudal. So I wonder is he going to be playing water? He could, if he wanted to, right? You could maybe send this Vil, make a dock here, and then you just produce from both docks, and you just flood this part of the sea with the navy, and you try to do as much damage as possible to your opponents. Oh, I think that villager, yeah, he has the heal advantage. Yeah, and he couldn't attack with the photon man because we have, in this tournament, we have on nomad maps, you get the photon man. Well, you're not guaranteed to get it on this one. It depends on the generation. But when you do get it, it is a quote-unquote nomad map photon man, so you cannot attack with it. It has 0 attack. Oh, but he is using it to block his opponent and preventing him from escaping. Yeah, that villager is going down. That's great value from VonDutch. Oh, who is opting for archers instead of navy? I mean, he probably thinks with his dock position it's not worth it to invest into water right now. So he'd rather go for land aggression. Also, does he... Okay, so he has a mill. As Saracens, he could easily market abuse his way up. Okay, so now we see a fire, and he's going to gold now. So I don't know if he just forgot about gold or if he changed his mind when he got to feudal, because now he won't have any gold to make archers or to make navy. So I think he simply forgot about going to gold, and to be honest, I understand him. It's something I sometimes forget myself when doing water builds or nomad builds. So it's understandable. It's not going to be that detrimental to him, considering his opponent is 1 minute away from feudal age, and he doesn't really have resources to go fast castle at the moment. So yeah, a slight hiccup from VonDutch, but he's still fine at this moment. Okay, so Lamarcus is opting for this stone. He's walling it off. So yeah, this is going to be fine. And just in case the archer numbers get out of hand, you've got stone as well here, so you can just drop a tower, maybe like a couple of towers, and you're good. Also, notice how he redocked this side, so he's fishing on 2 sides. He might lose one, but his opponent doesn't know. I think he doesn't know. Yeah, he doesn't know about this dock. Might be able to scout it if he can get into here with the archers, but that's unlikely. So VonDutch might be, kill this fish, be happy with it, and not invest any more on water. And so, sorry about that. And so Lamarcus is going to be able to merrily fish away on this side. Oh, okay, we have a tower. Yeah, Smith, sorry, but the generation on these maps can be quite crazy at times. So this one, we have this only on this map. The water, it's the same on other maps as well. But at least we don't have that much water on other maps, so it's good. Oh, I said Lamarcus didn't have the resources to go up to Fast Castle, but he's managed to. Did he market abuse? Yeah. Oh, he had to sell stone. So, normally I would think it's not great to be selling stone when you have that many on it, because this amount of villagers makes me think he wants to go wagons. But being Koreans, you're fine. You're just mining it faster. Oh, this tower is good. Yeah, Lamarcus sees it. Wait, why? I don't think he needed to delete that. Nah, villagers are still in range. It's fine. Thing is, yeah, now you just move them to gold, and you're fine, right? You're missing 6 stone. You just buy it, and you're fine. Now the question is, where do you drop your castle? Because you might actually want to drop it. Ooh, the archers are in. Yeah, they should not be able to do any damage. I would almost be tempted to drop it in this area, just to secure the gold and the stone. Because here you have the TC, you can just drop a siege workshop behind this. Okay, no, he's going for this one. I mean, this secures the gold. Should not get denied. Now, VonDutch sees the castle foundation. Can he... Nah, I think that's too many bills. Yeah, and the house comes down on time. Yeah. Might be able to kill maybe 3 vills at best. But this castle goes up. Yep, second vill. Third. Fourth, okay. Fifth, okay, now you run. Or you stay there, I guess.
What's that?
Alright, so... Okay, so VonDutch saw... He saw this dock, so he's thinking about sending fires this side. He probably wanted to send the fire here, but he was too busy microing his archers, who are going to go down to a war wagon. Oh wait, no, we don't have turtle ships. It's a Bacterian camel. Different animals, Smith. Different animals. Okay, so I think VonDutch... His position is not that bad. I mean, I know you're against war wagons, but you just walled this out, right? Maybe you should be walling this as well. You're up to castle. I think you drop a couple of monasteries, and you should be okay. That really depends on how Lamarcus wants to play this, because if he just completely forgets about eco, I think eco and just focuses on making army, then war wagon numbers could become crazy very fast. Yeah, they can just run underneath TCs. Okay, so VonDutch is opting for 2 ranges. I think he wants to go skirm defense. I'm not sure I like that. Yeah, towers are not going to do too much anyway. I think VonDutch is panicking a little bit. And now he has no resources. I mean, he's got gold as Saracens, so he can buy things. Yeah, and there's the monastery. Oh, and there was a hole there. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, but Lamarcus just moves out. Oh, go back in. Go kill, go kill. There we go. Yeah, I think VonDutch is toast here. Fails, now Lamarcus takes him over. Although Lamarcus lost all of his fishing ships. So he doesn't need those. He's got wagons. Also wagons have bonus damage against buildings, so the tower is going to go down. VonDutch's eco is completely idle, save for these 7 builds for building a monastery, which is not going to do anything. Because at this point I think there are enough wagons to make less than 3 monks pretty useless. Oh, he got... yeah. His opponent found him in the middle. He might be able to escape to the south, but then what do you do, right? The wagons are just going to catch up to you and kill that base as well. Good lead from Lamarcus. Ooh, doesn't get the conversion there. And Lamarcus, he's adding some eco behind this. Yeah, there's the GG. Well played from Lamarcus. I think his start was a little bit shakier than his opponent because of the lack of pores and whatnot. And so he played this correctly. He realized he was behind in eco, so he had to go all in with the wagons to take the victory home. I'm not a fan of Saracens here. Because he had Italians and Lithuanians available. No, sorry, that's lowly. He had Mongols and Berbers. Ooh. Actually, I like neither of those 2 civs on this map. I know Mongols tend to be good on Mega Random, and Berbers tend to be at least decent on Nomad. The thing is, they got lucky with the stone generation this time around, but there has been generations where you have basically no stone on the map, so going Berbers can be risky, especially if you plan to go into Camel Archers. And the same goes for Mongols, right? If you plan to go into Mangodai, you're just not going to have the stone. Again, they got lucky this time around, so it worked out perfectly for Lamarcus to go into a unique unit. But yeah. Oh well, first game goes to Lamarcus. Let me load game 2 and we'll get into that. Okay, here we go. So we have Mars as a map. So as you can see, there's this big mountain in the middle with some Gaia units. One of them is ranged. The other 2 are not. Then you have tons of stone and gold all over the map. And instead of trees, you have the ruins. And each of them holds 300 wood instead of 100. There's water, but as you can see, there isn't that much fish close to the coast. The fish is concentrated in this area, right? There's these 2 small islands, which I suppose are supposed to be Mars's moons. I don't know if Mars has more moons or whatnot. So we might be seeing people dock here, make a transport, and then dock this. But that comes into play, I think, later on. I don't think it's worth it to do this in Dark Age or even Feudal Age. Well, the broccoli are a mod I installed. It's not due to the maps, so I'll be taking credit for the broccoli, thank you. Now, civs. We have Mongols from VonDutch. I like the choice here. I don't think we have deers on this map. Yeah, we don't. There is a map with deers in the tournament, but I forget which one it is. I think it's not Jupiter. I don't know. Maybe we'll see it in the next set. So, due to the lack of deers, Mongols might be seen as a weird choice, but at the same time, because of the amount of stone you have, going into Mangodai is pretty easy. And, I mean, you still get boars, so that helps. Now, Italians, on the other hand, I would prefer them if fish was more efficient, right? Close to the coastline, because then you can go for a hybrid build. So, generally speaking, I would say I do not like them on this map. But specifically because we're against Mongols, I like them. Because the same way Mongols can easily go into Mangodai due to the stone, Italians can as easily go into Genoese due to the stone. So, it's a good matchup. Right, let me just check real quickly how much stone there's on the map. Yeah, 31k. Well, of course. The whole point of being Italian is disliking either Italians who live like 20 kilometers from your home. That's how we are, you know. Also, side note, I like the idea of having Italians on Mars actually, because there's this movie which was made, I think, in 2006, which is called Fascists on Mars, and as the name implies, is supposed to be a comedy making fun of the fascist regime. So I like the idea of having Italians or Romans on this map. But that's just me. I don't know what the other Italian people would be thinking about this. Okay, so VonDutch docked. I mean, could be more efficient, but I can see. I mean, yeah, it's fine. This is fine. Would of course be better with, let's say, Dravidians, but yeah, I like this. Compared to Lamarcus's dock, for example, I think this is way better, right? Yeah, definitely better. Okay, Lamarcus is slightly slow. Well, not slightly. What's 1 minute slower to Feudal Age? And I mean, VonDutch is faster with just 8 more seconds of idle time, so that's good. So now we see the difference in the Photon we had from the other map, right? Because the other map, they had 130 HP and no attack. Whereas here they have 45 HP, but they have an attack. It's a little bit weird that they're carrying around rifles, but they have no range. But it is what it is. I mean, if people started with this scouting unit, which also had range, that would be too much. Okay, we have a stable from VonDutch, who is also making a fire. Scouts immediately coming out. Okay. Yeah, he knows about the dock. Oh, he's going through the middle. Okay, no. He's avoiding it. Okay. I kind of wanted to see the scout get shot by the Ottoman in the middle, but... Eh. Ooh, villager forward, okay. I wonder if he wants to drop a... Oh! Yeah. She got spotted. And she will die, because... These things, they can kill villagers with Loom. Even in Dark Age, because of the 4 attack. So, is this going to be a forward dock? Yes, it is. But she got spotted. His opponent is on galleys, so... Yeah, this might get denied. Okay, Scout is just being annoying. Dock is going up, okay. So this fire is just going to be annoying on the dock, but he missed the galleys coming forward, and these 2 galleys might be able to snipe the fish. So, okay, does Lamarcus know about the forward dock? Because he saw the Vil, right? Does he know where his opponent dropped it? No, he doesn't. So he probably thinks the Wickville went back. And he has... Okay, he has 2 fire galleys coming forward, coming out. Yeah, now he sees the dock, but it's too late. And honestly, if you're VonDutch, you have 10 on gold. You might as well just drop a forward range here. And just be annoying as hell. You already have scouts running around. You know there's a spear now, so... Forward archers might be very good. He's just making houses, okay. Stable coming up. Does VonDutch know about that? He does now. Second dock, okay. That's a lot of investment. That scout is going down. I mean, he's investing so much on water, but he lost his fishing ships, so... I'm not too convinced about that. Oh, wait, did the... For some reason, he moved the villager just to build, to semi-build a house. And just went back. I think if you're Lamarcus, your first scout goes to this area, right? You want to kill this Vil. You know she's very weak. Just 2 hits and she goes down. Oh no, wait, 1 hit, because she doesn't have Loom. Okay. Scouts very weak. These spears could feast on them. Scout the enemy shot. And, I mean, Lamarcus, he's been under pressure, but he's fine. His eco looks very nice. His small walls. This is another reason why I would have liked to see forward ranges, right? You get a forward range, 3 archers with your scouts. These Vils die, or at least they have to run away from the gold. And behind this, VonDutch's eco is not looking too great, right? 11 on berries, no fishing ships, 13 on wood. He's going to market abuse probably, he's way up, but yeah, he lost his forward scouts. He won water, but again, water is not as efficient as on other maps, so I don't know if it was worth it to double dock forward and invest so much on it. The first forward dock I like, right? Especially because it was right in between Lamarcus's docks. So one was nice. I'm not a fan of the investment on the second one. And now he's getting raided at home. Although I have to say KD is pretty similar. Wait. So Lamarcus killed 18 units. Okay, yeah, never mind. Okay, scouts going down to the spears, but we have castle aids for Lamarcus. Yeah, this is bad for VonDutch. His opponent is going to go on stone, so Jambos might be coming out. And honestly, if you're fighting Feudal Age army, if you're fighting Feudal Age archers, just Jambos are going to be enough. Okay, so VonDutch made some farms. Lamarcus is just going to be annoying. So his eco is now looking nice, but he hasn't even clicked up to Castle Age where his opponent is almost there. I think Red invested too much on the water instead of investing in his eco. Right? Double forward dock when he already had one here. And still lost the fish. And he also made more scouts than his opponent, which died to the spears. I don't know. Also, it might be due to the, you know, idle TC time. Which was probably due to him losing his fish early on and not going straight to farms. But yeah, now Lamarcus has the stone for a castle, so he could just drop it. I don't know, I think... Oh, he's going for this one. Yeah, I mean, you secured this gold, kinda. I wouldn't mind... I wouldn't have minded if it was around here, just to secure some wood. Or here. Because he's got this wood line. And oh, well, no, he has this one left. So, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I like this position then. And then you can just castle creep towards the middle and get these wood lines. And then you're fine. Now, the good thing for VonDutch is that, yes, his opponent was like 2 minutes earlier to castle. But they're not capitalizing on that, right? We still see... Now, we see now army from Lamarcus. And it's going to be Jambos. So... I don't think VonDutch sees that. Yeah, he doesn't know about the castle. But if he knew about the Jambos, he could just go, I don't know, Skirmisher. Maybe Siege Workshop. And you're fine. Even, honestly, even crossbows. You got more range with crossbows than Jambos, so you can just kite them. So yes, he's behind. But he's not in a crazy bad position. And he's going C8. Okay. He's bad. He's in a bad position now. I mean, I get it. We live in the CA meta. You're Mongols. Sure. But now, yeah, he's going to see the Jambos now, and he's not going to be happy about it. +5 against cavalry. Botkin already in. We don't have Botkin from VonDutch, so he's also outranged. Yeah, he should be switching to crossbow, but he's staying on CA for some reason. I mean, I get it. You started making CA, you have to make the switch to crossbows. So you're not going to have the mass, but at the same time, you have 3 ranges. You don't know how many castles your opponent has, but realistically, it's going to be either 1 or 2 maximum. So catching up with numbers is not going to be as much of a big deal as it would normally be against, I don't know, normal crossbows. And even if you're afraid about the numbers, you just drop a siege workshop, you make a mangonel, and you just flatten the zambos, because they die so badly to mangonels. But again, I think we're seeing a similar pattern to Game 1, where I think VonDutch is kind of panicking. No, don't engage. Don't engage, just go raid. Go raid instead. Yeah, now we have the siege workshop. It's a little bit late. Ooh. That's a ballsy castle. But it's going to up, right? By the time the mangonel... He doesn't even have the gold for the mangonel, so... Yeah, he's making one now, but I think... Oh, actually, there aren't many vills here, so... I think he was housed. Ooh. 30%? Yeah, but then the mangonel has to walk all the way over there. I don't know. No, I think the castle is going up. It's going to be very close, but it's going to go up. Yeah, especially with the mangonel chilling there. Yeah, yep, going up. And I don't know what VonDutch does from here. Well, except calling the GG. Okay, so Lamarcus takes this 2-0. With what I would say was a strong performance. Again, it felt like in both games VonDutch's opening was better. But then Lamarcus's answer was so good that VonDutch just didn't have a real idea of what to do to counter that. Difference in army, let's say economic difference. Yeah, I mean, he was ahead by 4k resources. Yeah, I think you add the siege as soon as you get to castle. Because, okay, you don't know he's going for Jambos because you didn't see the castle. But as Italians, you have to expect him to be going either archers or Jambos. So either way, you're late to castle, a siege workshop is a good idea. In my opinion. Like, you do it straight away. Now, of course, if your opponent is going knight, you're kind of screwed. But then again, if he was going knight, I think there would have been knights in VonDutch's base, like a couple of seconds after his opponent got to castle age, right? Because differently from archers, you don't really need to build a mass. You can just send a couple if your opponent is still in feudal, and they can still find damage, or at least, you know, idle your opponent's eco. Yeah, I agree. Also, by the time he saw the first Jambo, I think he only had like 3 CA out, and he still made more. So yeah, that was just a bad call overall. Also, I want to check something real quick, because I saw a transport ship from Lamarcus. Okay, he was going around here. Yeah. He redocked this. I like that. Yeah, surely is a man of commitment. Okay. Now, so this one is done. Let's get into the next set. If OBS showed you the friggin' yeah, there we go. hello Leopard, welcome. Yeah, that water does look crazy, but again, it's Mars water, so what do we know? So for the next set, we have Metalmania against Flying Mouse. And honestly, Flying Mouse was playing with us in the previous season as well. I think Metalmania is a newcomer, unless he's someone who changed his nickname in the last couple of months. But anyway, map of game 1 is going to be Syzygy, so same as previous one. And then we have Saturn for our game 2, and I'm happy to see this because I think I'm in love with this map. As for civs, we have Koreans, Japanese, and Saracens from Metalmania, who banned Mongols and Chinese, and got humans sniped. I'm not too sure what humans were supposed to be for, but sure, whatever. And then we have Lithuanians, Malay, and Armenians from Flying Mouse, who got his Georgians sniped. That makes sense. Nobody wants to play against Georgians. And he banned Poles and Persians. I like the Persian ban. I think Persians are good on pretty much any map in this tournament, so you either get them or you ban them. It's simple as that. Oh, and by the way, something I didn't mention in the previous set, we have 5 admin bans, which are always random. So as you can see here, Ethiopians, Byzantines, Italians, Bulgarians, and Tatars got banned, whereas in the previous one, we had Vietnamese, Portuguese, Celts, Malians, and Armenians. And honestly, the bans from the previous one were kind of sick, especially Celts. Celts are sick. Whereas here, I mean, you got Bulgarians, Tatars, and Ethiopians, which I think are not the best in this tournament. Whereas Byzantines and Italians are good bans. Now, speaking of the players, we have Metalmania, who is 1500 currently, with a all-time high of 1650. And he's from Argentina. And then we have Flying Mouse, who is a German player. He's slightly lower rated, right? He's a 1464 right now, and has been 1541 as his highest. So there's about 100 elo difference, which makes Flying Mouse as the underdog. But then again, we have a similar situation to the previous set, right? We have the newcomer, who is higher in elo, and then we have someone who has already played in this tournament, who is a lower elo. And in the previous set, the lower elo won, because they had experience in this tournament. Despite the maps being new in every season, you just get used to, custom maps in general. So I can't wait to see what Flying Mouse has in store for us. Now, let me load the game.
Yes.
And we'll get into it. There we go. Okay, so we have a different generation of Syzygy. I think Smith is going to be happy that we have an easier to look at terrain. Although the water stays the same. So, let's look at the 4 sections. We have huge woodlands here, with just some gold and some stone and ibexes. So nobody's going to make a TC here. We have a kind of a marshy area with lots of berries, trees, and some rhinos lying around. I think I see 5 in total. Yeah. No, there's a 6 there. And a couple of water buffaloes. Oh, and by the way, Flying Mouse is dropping a TC in this area. Then we have an area with a lot of wood, some berries, and gold here. And this is where Metalmania is making his TC. And then as our 4th area, we have a barren land with some ruins. You got some stone, some gold. Oh, and by the way, this is something I had when I played this map as well. You get these outposts and these houses, which you get by just walking around them with the villagers. And I think you can get control of the amphitheater as well. Although I might be mistaken. Okay, both players are docking in quite decent areas. We have a dock here from Flying Mouse and one here from Metalmania. I probably prefer Metalmania's dock in the long run. Although I would have preferred it here, but that's just being nitpicky. Now, what I do not really like is Flying Mouse's TC. Because he has no gold access. Right? I mean, he has tons of food and gold, but no gold whatsoever. So, in theory, he could go for the oysters if he wanted to, with his fishing ships. So he's not completely out of gold. But then again, if you make fishing ships to get gold, then you're kind of giving up your main food income, especially at this stage of the game. So yeah, it's probably not going to be the best. Rough start. I mean, the saving grace for Flying Mouse is that his opponent is basically on the other side of the map, so both with his TC and his stock, so the pressure is going to come in quite late. So he could manage maybe to get by for a while with just market abuse and whatnot. Because, I mean, there's gold here, but he has no way to access it. He would have to maybe make a lumber camp here, chop through, and drop a mining camp. Or he would have to focus on this wood line to chop through. But that's just not going to happen. Yeah, and, oh well, he doesn't even see the gold there. So he does know about the gold here. He probably knows about his opponent's CC, because I see... So unless this path was made by the villager going for the dock, he lost a ship here, so he might know his opponent is over there. But he knows there's gold here, so he might be thinking, oh, this is the area where the gold is. And if he scouts a little bit with his villager, he might be able to find this one. And maybe, I don't know, sneak around with some vills, get over here, and take it. Okay, advantage in fishing ships for Metalmania, who is on his 6th now. Well, he's making the 6th. But we have Loom and probably Feudalize. Yeah, there we go. For Flying Mouse. Who is going for gold with what vills? Oh, I think he's going for this gold because it's the only one he sees. I mean, it's close to the opponent's TC, right? But yeah, there's a hole there, so maybe you wall this, you wall this, and you're kind of fine. I mean, your opponent would have to drop a tower here, but then again, that would mean your opponent needs to know you are on this gold, and he doesn't. He knows about this gold, but it's unlikely he's going to go there. Oh, never mind, he's going to house that. So he's going to see, yeah, he's going to see the mining camp going up. Even if he doesn't see it, his villager will give him the error when trying to build the map, the house. And so he just needs a tower here. Although he has the food to go up, but he's missing the building, I guess. Yeah, there we go with the building. So he's going to be late to feudal, and as such to the tower. So yeah, Flying Mouse is going to be able to take some gold without being disturbed. Yes, Leopard, these are very nice maps. They were made by different scripters. and they were made specifically for this tournament. Now, the Alchemy League for a couple of seasons now has followed kind of a theme to their season. So we had season 3 was Greek themed, so we had maps made based on, you know, on Greece. Last season, which was the 4th, was based on Alaska, and we had maps which, you know, were based on actual places in Alaska. And this season is based on, has just a space theme. Hello, mates. I'm happy you enjoy. You're a fellow broccoli enjoyer. Okay, so Flying Mouse, he realized a tower here would be disastrous to his gold, so he just preventively towered. Oh, who just followed? Thank you to anyone who followed. As I was saying, I mean, I like the tower, the preemptive tower, but at the same time, he should have probably made it like a couple of tiles more forward, because if Metalmania drops a tower here, right, beside this tree, I think he's going to be able to range the villagers without being ranged by Flying Mouse's tower. Okay, we have water fights. I missed that while I was talking about the towers, sorry. So Metalmania, he initially docked this area, but he decided, okay, I know my opponent's dock is here, let me drop a couple of more docks here and take the fight to him instead of, you know, going all the way around. But at the same time, we have a dock from Flying Mouse on this side, taking out Metalmania's, trying to take out Metalmania's dock, and I also think Metalmania just migrated with his fishing ships. Because he still has 7, so either he made more here, and I missed that, or he just, you know, migrated. And Metalmania's resources are looking good to go up to castle. I mean, he's going to lose this dock, but that's not the end of the world. So Flying Mouse is going to migrate with his fishing ships as well. This dock is nice to take fish, right? This is very close. This is nice. So from that point of view, he's fine. It's just he's going to be a little bit behind in resources. Despite the fact that Rest Collected is quite close. So I wonder what's that for? Why are we taking a boar forward? I mean, sure, whatever. Okay, we have a blacksmith coming down from Metalmania. I think he figured it's time to go up to castle. I wouldn't be surprised to see... Yeah, after this mills goes up, I think we will see a market. Yeah, Metalmania should be able to win this, right? How much does he know about the back of his base? Okay, he knows about this area where there's basically nothing. He knows about the stone and relic here. Actually, let's talk relics, because those are going to be important for Flying Mouse. He has one close to his base. No, that's an outpost. There's one here. One here, might be able to get it because his opponent has kind of walled this out. But that's it, right? I mean, yeah, he should be able to take these. Metalmania, again, he has the resources to go up, but not the buildings. There we go. Yeah, completely got this side. Wouldn't mind seeing some extra docks, just to make the fish more efficient. And he's still fighting this side. I mean, he will lose it eventually, but he's been very annoying. And I think if you're Flying Mouse, you might want to drop a dock here just to avoid this amount of fires to go to your side. Oh, this demo might be good. Honestly, just go for the fishing ships. Just go for the ships, for the fish at this point. Ah, I'm sad. Okay, both players up. Metalmania is going to be slightly faster. Now, this is interesting. Flying Mouse, he figured, this is amphibious terrain. Let me make a dock and keep control of this with some galleys. He also made military buildings forward. That makes sense, right? He has to protect this gold, because right now it's his only gold access. I don't think he knows... I mean, he knows about this, which is nice because he also sees the relics. The relic, sorry. Sees this one. Sees that one. I mean, he sees 3 relics as Lithuanians. That's nice. It's going to redock. I'm not a fan. I would have preferred it here. Yeah, he knows there isn't much efficient fish around here, so... Nah, again, I'm being nitpicky. Okay, we have a castle from the Marcus. Not Marcus, sorry. I'm still in the previous game with my head, sorry. For Metalmania. Who is Korean? So we might be seeing war wagons again. Although... I mean, the castle is nice because it's going to take down the villagers, right? Or at least deny the gold. But at the same time, with this amount of buildings and wood lines, it's going to be a nightmare for the war wagons to pass through this. Okay. Castle age for... Oh, who's raiding? Oh, welcome! Thank you for the raid, Mr. Fluffy Bunny. Welcome everyone. I'm casting currently Alchemy League Season 5. We're looking at Flying Mouse against Metalmania. So, a little something about the Alchemy League. It is played on custom maps, made with a specific theme in mind. So, the theme for this season is space. And right now we're watching a game on the first map of this set, which is a Play All 2. Map is Sizigi, is a mixture of Nomad and Mega Random. So, as you see, the map is divided in 4 areas, and they're all randomed, right? So every generation is different, and can be as crazy as you might guess. The only constant thing is you have water on 2 sides, and players just fight for it. Okay, Metalmania is just rushing down this tower, that makes sense. Oh wait, you got raided by Jon Snow and then you just raided me with those viewers. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Also, Otter, where are you playing your next set? Because if I can manage, I'd like to cast that live. Because, sorry everyone, but these are recorded games, they're not casted live. Just because of different time zones. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So, okay, the onslaught on, on water continues. Ooh, I like this. Flying Mouse just double dock blocked this side, so his fish should be safe. And he's getting fish here. Is he trying to get the relics? I don't think I see monastery from him. No, not at all. And I would like to, right? You're against war wagons, your monasteries produce faster. Just go for it. Saturday, 19 GMT versus Ragnar. Yeah, I might be able to cast that actually. Should be able, yeah. Because I was supposed to go out for dinner, but I rescheduled for lunch, so I should be home. Also, I hope you're feeling better compared to the other day. Are you still on painkillers or? Okay, cool, cool. Good to know, good to know. Okay, this game is getting weird because Metalmania now has a scary number of war wagons, but at the same time, as you can see, Flying Mouse has control of a bigger chunk of the map. Although arguably Metalmania has control of the more important side of the map because he has gold access. But we see an economic advantage from Flying Mouse, which I mean, it's not only due to fish, it's also due to bills, right? So Flying Mouse is not in a bad position right now, but this could snowball very quickly. We need monasteries. We're Lithuanians. Why are not confiding into God's power? Or no, we need monasteries. Okay, we got one. Let's make 3 more. Come on, you got the wood for that. And then you can just sell the remaining wood to get the gold to make monks. Yeah, I was thinking about Hillforts as well, Smith. It's just, what is range going to do against a unit which just takes no damage from arrows? And after the demos, they were left into our set, right? We have banned demos in this tournament now. I don't want to see another demo for the remaining for the rest of the tournament. I'm sorry. But yeah, this TC is going to go down, and I think this one is going to be next. We need more monasteries here. Okay, the good news is Flying Mouse is going to cut through this, so he might be able to get this gold, which he doesn't know about. I mean, he sees the stone, so he might be thinking there's something more here. Monks, only 3. I mean, we got monasteries here. Just sell the wood and make more. I think if you make like 10 monks with sanctity, you can try to get... I mean, even if you get 7 out of these, you're fine, right? But now, because of this pressure, the eco numbers are getting closer and closer. Whereas the army numbers are basically staying the same. We're going to have a second castle, sorry, for Metalmania, which is going to hurt. Another TC from Flying Mouse, okay. So we're playing the Boomy game. And honestly, yeah, just go monks and demos here. Yeah, he basically had no gold, right? So, of these 2 areas, the only gold available was this one, which was behind the woodline, and he doesn't see it yet. He doesn't see it, no. So as far as he knows, the only gold on the map is on this side of the map. But again, he has so much wood that he could probably sell some of it. No, it's not. Oh, no, you're right. It's open there. Yeah, sorry. I thought that was closed. No, it's open. But I mean, it was closed this side, so he had no reason to, you know, walk to the back of this road line and just check what was in here. As far as he knew, this might have been, you know, just more wood without the mountain. He's going to see this, which is 1600 gold. Is not the best, but it's better than nothing. He's got 2 relics. So he could be cheeky and get this one if he wanted to, I think. Does he have... Ooh, he still has no upgrades for his monks. That's not great. And if he was to go for this gold, sorry, then Metalmania would see it thanks to the dock. Holy moly, he's investing a lot into this. Into water, what the hell? Why? I mean, okay. Yeah, I think he thinks... No, I don't think he thinks they're better than Wangers. I think he's just selecting all docks. And he wants to actually fight for this. But because he's selecting all docks, these two are producing as well. Yeah, I was about to say, Otter, I think this is the moment where you start using your fishing ships to get oysters. And you just transition to farms. Right? He's already doing that. Ooh. Oh, oysters have... Oh, okay, they have less gold than gold pies. Alright. And I mean, if he's going for oysters, then... fighting for this water as well is kind of justified. But then again, you got 3 oysters here, which are close to your enemy's base. I mean, he could go for this quite easily. But the thing is, would he think about oysters when it's something that we didn't have in the previous season and it's pretty recent? Also, he's losing water control on this side. Oh, wait. I thought they only spawned if you had the antiquity mode enabled. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if they remembered about antiquity mode. I hope they did. Actually, can I check that from in-game? Let's see. Yeah, it's enabled. Okay. Yeah, it's enabled. I checked in-game. Oof, this monk is going to get destroyed, yeah. Imperial? Really? Huh. I mean, honestly... Your lids? I think you can justify going... skirmishers at this point. Against Koreans, no? Especially when the Koreans are still in... I mean, they're going to be up to imp if they wanted to. I mean, if you go... Tower, shields... Skirmishers? That's kinda bad for Koreans, right? Because that takes the skirmisher to 10 pierce armor. So Castle Age war wagons are just going to deal 1 damage. Bob moment? What's a Bob moment? Oh, look at that war wagon! Look at him! Ah, shit. Oh, insta conversion, holy. Yeah, sorry, author. I wasn't looking at chat. Honestly, I think if you're Metalmania, do you just go straight for the monasteries? Or do you just raid your opponent? Yeah, I think you'll raid your opponents to that. Yeah, these vills are going to die. Ballistics now coming in, so... Yeah, this is sad. I think Flying Mouse played very well, considering he had basically no gold access. And he had to take it right from in front of his opponent's base. So, I mean, this game isn't over, right? Yet, but it kinda looks like it is. Oh, we got demos though, okay. Never say never. Never say never. Okay, we got a trap. So this castle might go down. Cannon Galleon? I mean, we have no eco, we have no res, and we're going Cannon Galleon? Sure, okay. Yeah, and Fly Mouse goes to the GT. So... No, sorry, that win goes to Metalmania. So I know Flying Mouse lost, but then again, he was taking gold from here, when he started to see was here. And he played very well, so I'm excited to see what he's going to do in Game 2. Because I think with a more generous map generation, he could take it. The way he played, he could easily take... Oh, well, not easily, sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect Metalmania, but I think he could take it. I think he got too... He also tried too hard to win this side of water when all he really needed was an answer to the war wagons faster. But yeah. Well played, well played. Let's take a quick look at the statistics. Okay, of course we had more army from Metalmania. Yeah, look at that. Fly Mouse actually had more resources collected. Which is insane. His uptimes were... Well, Feudal was better, Castle was slightly slower, but I would argue this is slightly more important. And he had a faster imp, but probably imp wasn't needed. Yeah, better. So, look at this. Fly Mouse had more resources collected despite having less villagers. That's nice. Okay, let's load game 2 real quick. Okay, so game 2 is on Saturn, so this is probably one of... I'm still not sure if it is my favorite map in the tournament, but it's definitely up there. So as you can see, it is based on Hideout, Enclosed, which is another map I really enjoy. And they just added water around it, and instead of having the unbuildable terrain, you have 2 rings of water where you can dock, and you can sail all around the map. Now, what's different from enclosed is that your gold is slightly closer to your TC. So it's easier to integrate into your walls and to defend. But there are no berries, so your mill is probably going to go on the shorefish. And as you can see, you got fish here in the corners of the map. And just like in the previous map, you can dock block this side. So you could either fight for water, or you could just try and, you know, block both sides and just fish boom without trying too hard to kill your opponent's fish. Yeah, Hitman. I mean, you could dock as well if you wanted to. I was the same mill for just to be able to enable the market in Feudal Age, right? But you can definitely dock here and just go navy. It really depends on what the player wants to do, right? I could talk about the game I had against Otter on this one, but then again, Tom casted it, so if you want to see how it went, you can just go watch on Otter's channel. And I don't know if any other official caster for this tournament is going to cover it, so I'm just going to shut up about that. Okay, we see Flymouse already going for the fish, or rather for the dock. Metalmania, not yet. I think this villager is the one who's going to dock. And let's briefly talk about civilizations. So we have Malay from Flying Mouse. Ooh, I love Malay on this one. I'm going to talk about why later, but yeah, I mean, overall, great water civ, so playing them on a map like this is a good choice. I'm not a fan of that dock. I think you might want to go for the middle, right? You either go for the middle dock, or you go straight for the one to block the to block the edge of the map. I don't like this dock, right? I prefer Metalmanias. Oh, he's talking with two vills who are not going to be able to take this fish, I think. Might be wrong though. Yeah. So I've noticed you sometimes have that on this map. You have a shorefish which generates too far away from the shore, so you cannot take it with the villager. We have a photon man attacking the dock. Also, by the way, it's fun because they call photon men, but if you click on them, they have voice lines from the female villagers. So really, they're photon woman. They're a photon woman. So there's that. Okay, back to Malay. Who can tell me what's their Castle Age unique tech? Because that's something I've thought about this map. Just dropping docks all over the map and you just get harbors. And you basically have towers which cost no stone. Of course, that comes into play later on into the game. So you need to survive. Oh, Raidersmith? I mean, it's thalassocracy. It's not that difficult to type. Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's supposed to be right like that, right? Yeah. Okay, super fast uptime for from Flying Mouse since it's Malay. Oh, and we have a dock here. Okay. And we're going for a galley here. Alright. We have a barracks for Metalmania, so he's probably thinking land army. And he got a mill here. And realistically, Japanese are good for this map, not just because of the faster working fishing ships, but because if you want to go for mills to get the shore fish, you can just, you know, drop 1,000 mills for half price all around the map. The Saracen one is Bimaristan, isn't it? Something like that. Okay, so Flying Mouse just going only for Navy. For the middle ring. Oh, he's going this way with the fire. Oh, he doesn't know his opponent docked this. So he's taking a 50-50 chance. And just going this side. Yeah, now he should go back with the fire because he says that. No, he's not going back. Alright. Yeah, now we got a tower here. Which should be able to scare off the galleys until you get like maybe 7 of them. Then when you have 7, I think you can just sit underneath the tower and maybe take it down. Honestly, there's something I would like to try, because you know how when villagers are repairing rams, they basically cannot be hit by the tower fire? I wonder if you put a fire ship here and attack the tower, and you have a villager repairing behind. I wonder if the tower can hit the vill. Or not. Photon Woman should go down. Yeah, nope, because she's running. Oh, and Fly Mouse is opting for this gold. I wonder why. I mean, this seems like the safest choice. Although we have no land army from Metalmania yet. Who is going now into farms? I'm not sure why. I mean, this fire is going to be annoying to the fish, but you should be able to take care of that, right? Just send your own fire this way, and then I think you drop another dock here, and you just fish boom with Japanese here. Fly Mouse has made Navy, but he's just hanging around with it. And I think he should be more aggressive because... yes, your opponent has made no land army. But... he has uncontested fish. Right? And it's Japanese fish, so you don't want to take too long before doing the actual damage. And he could also go up to castle if he wanted to. He's got 23 on food, which I'm guessing is mostly, yeah, it's mostly villagers taking shore fish. Oh, he needed the second building. Actually, he needs both buildings, because he doesn't have a blacksmith. Yeah, he doesn't. And he doesn't have the wood yet to build one. Oof. Oh, he bought the wood for that. I mean, he's Malay. The moment he clicks, he's going to be up immediately. But his opponent is about to click as well with a... yeah, he's up. Malay are just going to be up faster anyway. Yeah, there we go. But he could have been up to castle like 2 minutes ago if he wanted to. He just needed the resources. And being that faster to castle age gave him the would have given him the World Guardian upgrade, which is a huge power spike. Okay, scouts are not going to be able to do... Oh, although there are some weak builds there. Oof. Decent one. I've seen better. Or worse, depending on who's on the receiving hand. Ooh, cheeky tower. Just drop a TC here. No, drop a TC! Take down the tower. So, up until now, the Navy plate hasn't really played out that well for a flying mouse. And I believe that's due to 2 reasons. The first one is he made Navy and basically didn't use it, right? Because he was just hanging around. And the other one, I think he went too early into that because he invested into inner Navy, let's say, and invested basically nothing into outer Navy, so he gave up all of this fish. Right, which is 2k fish basically. Which is a 2k fish that his opponent is merrily taking with Japanese fishing ships. And because his opponent has outer water control, he redocked here. He could as easily redock here. So yeah. This castle might get denied actually. Okay, no, it didn't. But what does that castle do, right? So, how much is Thalassocracy? Yeah, she's not going to be able to afford that. Yeah, and now Metalmania is just going to expand. Making a market here, okay. Oh, he's getting it. He's getting it. But it's not going to make that much of a difference. I mean, as much as I love that tech, it does no damage. And also, his opponent is on cavalry, so... yeah, minimum range just really kills the stack. I don't know why they have minimum range. I mean, I can see the reasoning, right? Towers get minimum range, castles get minimum range, so we give minimum range to harbors as well. But TCs do not get minimum range, so I don't think harbors should be getting minimum range. Especially when these things used to deal way more damage and they nerfed them. So they deal no damage and they have minimum range. No, just take away the minimum range, please. Yeah, look at that. Gambit. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm silent, but I don't really know what else to say in this game, right? Just knights are running around. Flying Mouse has a ton of wood. But he's basically not using it. Is he making a university to get murder holes and ballistics? Please tell me he is. I would appreciate that so much. Just for the memes. Do it for us, Flying Mouse. Do it. Just do it. You mean the galley line of sight? Why would you change that? I think it's a nice one. And it's not an overpowered one. Also, what would you change it to? No, I think it's a good one. Oh, because it only applies on water maps. Yeah, okay, I can see that. But then you would have to change... You would need to change the Malay team bonus as well, right? Well, the fact that it only applies to galleys, I don't think it's a valid enough point, because it's like saying, oh, the Persian team bonus only applies to knights, but because your opponent also had camels and he only made camels, then that's a bad bonus. I mean, I agree with the reasoning that it only applies to water maps. Yeah, I mean, it's super niche, but it's still I like it. And honestly, if you're playing a water map and you don't make galleys, you kinda deserve to lose. Ooh, I love the Malay one, to be honest. It's so good when you're playing nomads and you have a Malay ally and you just build your dock and you have vision on everything. I just love it. Yeah, these harbors, sorry, are just going to go down so easily. And Flying Mouse goes the GG. So Metalmania takes this 2-0. Okay. Okay, so we have almost double the resources collected from Metalmania. But I mean, for the past 5 minutes, I think, we've been sitting here just waiting for Flying Mouse to call the GG, realistically. Well, better uptimes from Flying Mouse because, well, he was Malay. But yeah. There was a demo which killed, I think, 2 scouts around this area. But that was it. There weren't any, you know, big shots, big demo shots. Oh, Chavacho, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the stream. So, what time is it? do I have time for another set? Yeah, I think I do. Okay, let's see what we have available here. So, we could go for shiXo against NeoZz. Let's go for that. Let me download the games real quick. Alright, let me load the 2 drafts. One. And okay, shiXo. And NeoZz. Okay, here we are. Let me show you drafts. Okay, here we are. So, again, we are in round 1, so game 1 is going to be on Syzygy. And second one is going to be on Saturn as well, so we're going to have a similar set to the one we just saw. Okay, now, me, which I suppose is NeoZz, got Dravidians, Italians, and Bengalis, and he banned Japanese and Georgians, and got Berber sniped. Whereas shiXo, he got Mongols, Spanish, Vikings, got Portuguese sniped, and banned both Malians and Persians. I like all bans, to be honest. Persians and Malians can be, in my opinion, quite scary on Saturn. Same goes for Japanese, and I think Georgians might be a good candidate for Syzygy, just because you start with the mule card. I think that's a kind of underrated bonus when it comes to nomad maps, or rather, I think not that many people think of it as a good nomad bonus, but it's actually amazing. And yeah, so, oh, and the random bans were Armenians, Britons, Chinese, Lithuanians, and Burmese. Okay. Oh wait, Fluffy casted this set, or were they playing in another tournament? Like the two same players playing in another tournament? Okay, let's take a quick look at the players in the meantime. So, okay, so it was another tournament. All right. Okay, so we have shiXo, who is from Germany. And he's from... Wait, he's in the OS clan? Huh. So, I know the OS is supposed to be an Italian clan, although I do know they have some people in there who are not Italian. Did they recently... I think they recently started getting more people, because I think shiXo was not in the OS clan in previous season, but I might be mistaken. Yeah, OS stands for old school, and it used to not have a cross, so I think something changed. I don't know, maybe I should read more on the Italian Discord server. I'm guilty of not doing that. But anyway, yeah, shiXo is a 2K1 player from Germany, and in the same clan we have NeoZz, who is a 2K1/2K3 player from France. So this is going a high level. This is going to be a high level set. I wasn't expecting that, but all right, now I'm pumped. Let me load the first game, and we start straight away on Ziggy. Okay, I'm not showing you capture age yet. There we go. No, I'm... No, I didn't say I'm not invited. It's just... Maybe they said something about expanding the clan to, you know, other countries on the Italian Discord where there are other clans. Because the clan I'm currently in is another Italian clan, but which is not OS, of course. But yeah, I mostly read our chat from our clan. I wasn't invited. Shut up, dude. I'll talk about the game. I'm going to ignore you now for a moment. Okay, so we have Mongols from shiXo, who is TCing here in this area, where with just wood and quite a lot of hunt, and he has already trapped in NeoZz's camel. So he's Mongols. He has very little gold access. He's probably going to be able. He's probably going to be able to get this one. No. Oh, and this one. So okay, he's not that bad off as far as gold goes. I cannot speak. As far as gold go. And being Mongols is going to be nice to have basically 2 boars underneath his TC. Now, as for the area where NeoZz dropped his TC, there aren't many woodlines. There's some hunt and a little more gold, but not very much. So, all things considered, I think I prefer shiXo's position. And then this is where it gets crazy, right? You have pyramids with tons of gold around them. So NeoZz could easily just wall this area and just take everything that's behind this. Very little stone. And then here in the back we have some baobab trees with some gold sprinkled in between them. Yeah, I agree. This generation is much drier than the previous one. It's missing the whole hybrid terrain thing. There's a lot less wood. And I think there's a lot less stone, right? Because there's no stone here. No stone here. 1, 3... 3 stone piles here, and then you have... Yeah, that's it. Wait. Yeah. That's the amount of stone on this map. Oh, you're right. Well, there's a lot of idle TC time from shiXo, and he still has no fishing ship out. So there's your answer. And it's a little weird he has this much idle TC time where he is Mongols with 3 boars underneath his TC. So going back to what I was saying in our first, I think it was the first set. Picking Mongols on this map can be risky. Because as we just saw, there are chances for there to be a map with basically no stone on it. Numbers aren't numbering. I mean, you have 14, 21, yeah, 7 difference, that makes up. Also, we have 1 KD, I think he killed the camel, right? Yeah, killed the camel. And NeoZz is just going to batter down this house, because it's a Dark Age house, so it has no armor whatsoever. And, I mean, NeoZz is basically throwing away his veil advantage by idling 7 veils to accomplish 1 veil idle, I guess? Although what he is obtaining is, he is basically closing shiXo in a box in this side of the map. Which is good, right? What does shiXo know about the map? He knows very little. He knows there's gold here, but he has no way to get there, because this is going to get closed by NeoZz. He's walling this, but then if you wall this, you give your opponent a chance to wall this. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Unless shiXo does something very crazy here, he's pretty dead. Right. The only thing he could do from here is get this gold, right? These 4 tiles of gold, and go for an all-in push on his opponent. But I mean, he's not even in Feudal Age. He's not going to be able to click up the Feudal, I think. Especially when NeoZz is taking down the dock. He's going to be able to take down this one as well. He has a... He's ahead by 6 veils and 5 fishing ships. Yeah. Yeah, this is not good for shiXo. Ooh, even gate blocking. Oh, the woman goes down. I mean, why are you running back? I mean, you came all the way here. You fought like a madman, and the moment your opponent tries to fight back, you just run? Alright. Ooh, and he's up. Yep. We actually might see a GG the moment his opponent hits Feudal. Right? Double dock here, so this fish is going to die. Single dock here, but basically no dock for shiXo on this side. Yeah, this is pretty bad for the Mongol player. Look at that idle TC. 2 minutes from shiXo. Oh, well, almost 1 from NeoZz, but 1 minute is 3 villagers. Yeah, that makes sense. You also both lost a vill. A barracks? For what? Huh. Okay, we see fires straight away. So shiXo can't understand how his opponent was faster than him when he was idling that many veils. But I mean, sure, NeoZz was idling veils, but he had more fish and he's Italian, so it takes less resources for him to go up. Yeah, and now fires are going to take down the dock. I think you can you can still range the dock without having to worry about the tower. Okay, but at least the tower is keeping his opponent from walling this side. Okay, we have ranges, we have archers. Okay, NeoZz is taking in a boar. Now the thing is, yeah, thanks to this house and... well, that's still open. Archer is going to dive and he's going to die, yeah. I mean, if you make another house here, you're fine. Yeah, there we go. Fletching isn't in, and probably is never going to be. And yeah, shiXo kinda got screwed by the map generation. Which is something we've seen for 2 sets in a row now, so I wouldn't be surprised if going forward in the tournament people just straight up ban Syzygy. Oh, you're right. I'll add the names to the title of the stream. It's not like you have anything else, anywhere else to watch at the moment because all the action is packed in on this side. Still versus NeoZz. There we go. I mean, yeah, he almost got in, but Stonewall, Market, Demos, just in case he decides to walk this side. Yeah, and NeoZz could just go up to castle at this point. I think he will the moment the blacksmith goes up. This looks like a forest nothing base, I'll be honest. Now, in props to shiXo, right? He's still fighting. He's still trying to get damage with the archers. He's still fighting water. He avoided demos. I think most people, me included, would have just given up on this game and went to next, but no, he's just keeping on fighting. And I'll be honest, for a moment there, when he got to feudal, got the 2 ranges, and started making archers, for a moment I thought he had a chance to win this game. Now I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, the good news for shiXo is that his opponent is not set up yet to make any army in Castle Age, because he did not finish the stable. But yeah, I think when he gets to castle, he's going to try to go to the stable, realize he didn't finish it, make a couple of knights, and just kill everything. I wonder if shiXo is going to comment on Castle Age as well, the way he did for feudal. No? He's still fighting. Okay, he has 14 army, so it's 11 archers. He's got 5 here. 2 here. Where's the other 4? Oh, 2? I'm missing 2 archers. Where are they? It's not these 2. Oh, these 2, okay. Yeah, he's going to lose everything, and he's never going to get to castle. He doesn't even... I mean, he probably called it GG afterward. But yeah, first game goes to NeoZz. Again, I think I don't want to take anything away from NeoZz, especially because it was... but I think it was mostly due to the map and to the starting positions. Although, granted, NeoZz was very clever in reading the map and realizing, oh, if I keep my opponent walled in, he's dead, right? So props to him for figuring out that and just going out of his way to just to idle most of his eco, just to be sure his opponent was walled in and had nowhere to go. The map really helped there. Okay, let's load up game 2. Where is it? There we go. On Saturn. Okay, so we have Dravidians against Vikings. I forget what other civs they had available. Okay, so NeoZz could have gone for Bengalis, and shiXo also had Spanish available. Okay, yeah, I can see why they went for these civs. Vikings... I mean... Vikings could be scary here. Because if they go for the navy play on the inner ring, or even the middle one, longboats, they're pretty scarier than war galleys, especially when you want to take down buildings, right? So a tower here can scare away galleys, not longbows. Longboats are just going to take the tower down so easily. You also get cheaper navy as Vikings. You get especially cheaper demos. So this is going to be nice. I'm not a fan of not having fires, because with fires you can just take down buildings so fast. But then again, you have longboats to do that, so... How much res is on the map? I don't know, I think that's something... Resources.map. Okay, sorry. I didn't even know about that. About that function. So, if you look at the map, you might be thinking, wow, there should be much more wood. And that's because these only have 50 instead of 100. So, compared to, let's say, standard enclosed. Oh, ooh, we have a veil kill from NeoZz. So as I was saying, compared to a standard enclosed, it's very easy for players to just cut to each other very quickly, right? Because 50 wood, it just goes down in a moment. So yeah, there is less wood than you might think on this map. Yeah, Otter, that's why I cut through so early in our match. And honestly, the fact that this has so little wood has given me some ideas for other strats, but I'm not going to share right now. And we'll see what the tournament has in store for us. But anyway, why was this woman going around? Anyway, we have a dock here for NeoZz. shiXo. Oh, he lamed. I think he's going to lose the Photon Woman though. Ooh, these things are actually quite nice to lane with, because they're not that much. Okay, no, it's not going to work. They're not that much faster than a bow, right? 0.96 and 1. So it's harder to lose the aggro of the board compared to Egos and Scout Cavalry, which is nice. And he's just going to be annoying on the house with the Frozen Woman, of course. Okay, mill here in the middle. Okay, that's nice, especially with Dravidians. But shiXo, despite failing the lane, he's going to be up faster. And sure, he failed the lane, but then this is just going to go back. Sorry, this is going to go back, but it takes away time from his opponent, and during the time he could have been on the board and had that food. So shiXo is not going to get food, but then his opponent is going to get it in a delayed way. And considering you have no deers on this map, that's kind of nice. Generally speaking, if you have 3 boars, laming is not such a great idea, because you just lose scout HP, and people can just get a decent uptime without a 3rd boar. But that's because usually you would have maybe deer on maps like that. And also you don't want to lose HP on a scout, because once you get to feudal you get more attack, so it's easier to snipe villagers. But I mean, the Photon Woman, which got walled in by the way, just noticed, it doesn't get stronger once you get feudal, and you don't have deer here, so I think it's worth it to try a lame here on this map. It was a little weird that they tried to do it by running this way instead of going for the shorter one, but still. Okay, scout dies. And shiXo is making a galley here and one here. Okay. Does he know? Okay, he doesn't know about his opponent's dock. He could probably scout this with the sheep and see if his opponent is over there. I mean, he didn't see anything here, so he might be assuming he's not here. So it's either here or here, but you know your opponent's DC is there, so it's... yeah, it's probably closer to this, right? Compared to this. And what are we doing with this galley? Okay, archery range from NeoZz. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think I prefer scouts if you're going for land army here, just because they can tank the galley shots better than archers. But who cares, really? Yeah, and they have 6 spears, so... Oh, wait. Oh. Oh, I never noticed galleys have bonus attack against rams. Ooh, we have a sneaky dock from NeoZz. Yeah, now you just sit here with the galleys, and you deny the gold. And I mean, a couple of scouts could maybe clean up these galleys. Archers cannot. And I don't think that dock blocks anything. Right, I think you can go this way. Okay, so this fire galley is taking care of the dock. I think... Yeah, shiXo noticed this when he passed by with this galley. We had a third dock here from NeoZz. Okay. Okay, so NeoZz thinking, okay, you denied this gold, that's fine. I'm going to this one. I mean, 2 galleys here can still deny the gold, so I'm not too sure. Oh, they cannot sail through. Okay. Okay, then that's a good dock, but we have Castle Age for the Dravidians. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's really going to hurt. Because then with Castle, he can take down this dock, sorry. And just add fires in here. And because his opponent is so far away from... Well, not that far away from Castle, but he's not up to Castle. shiXo is not going to have access to longbows for a moment, so countering fires is not really an option at the moment. Unless you start making demos, I guess. He has 13 galleys though. How many of those are in this dock? So he has 3 on this one, so he has around 10 in the inner ring. Ooh. Can he deny that? Ooh, he denies that. Nice, nice, nice. That buys him time. And this is actually... I mean, the dock was nice to block more galleys, but at the same time, if your own navy pops out this way, you have to say all the way around to get anything which is there. So you have to be careful with your gather point. With the rally point, sorry. Pikes? I mean, I know pikes get bonus damaging as ships, but I don't think that's the play here. Yeah, and you can just kite this with the galleys. And shiXo, I mean, he lost his fishing eco, which is huge, especially considering how much fish NeoZz is left with. But I mean, he could take this shorefish. He's going to have handcart as Vikings, so switching to a farming eco is going to be nice. He doesn't really need to get war galley. He probably will, because he has 13 galleys. And I say he doesn't really need war galley because he can just easily go into longboats. Yeah, he's not even going to invest into war galley. Scorpion is a... Ooh. Yeah, Scorpion is an interesting choice. Because of how tightly the longboats stack. So... Yeah, but they still have 6 pierce armor, right? So... I don't know. I mean, if he had caravels, then sure. But scorpions, I don't think that's enough. Okay, we have 3 TCs from NeoZz. Okay, sure, we have 3 TCs, but this is getting to the point where the Viking Navy controlling the map could get out of hand. And this is buying shiXo time to drop some eco, maybe. I think he needs to drop some eco. You need to start dropping farms, right? You cannot rely for too long on shorefish because it's going to round out. And I think he's thinking that because he got horse color. He'll probably wait to have enough for every plow as well. Maybe that's being a little bit too greedy, but we'll see. Dock is going down. And now you can just go and take down this tower, which then gives you an access to this area to take down the barracks and the archer range and maybe the monastery. You might have to be careful about the... Yeah, delete that. Yeah, he does. Nice. Now you can just take down the tower. Monks could be annoying because how easily they outrange longboats. Well, not easily, it's one more range. And I mean, right now shiXo, despite being behind in eco, is kind of looking good when it comes to map control and army numbers. But he's not dropping eco, which could bite him in the ass later on. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing a dock here just to make some longboats to go around and snipe the fish. Because you know your opponent has fish. Oh, never mind, he's sniping it. Let's go. Sniping the fish is going to be nice because... Yeah, NeoZz has some farms, but not that many, and without horse color. Okay, nice, I like to see this. Now we start dropping eco. He could probably buy stone to make a second TC. And this is what's dangerous about this map if you... Oh. Never knew they barked. This is what's dangerous about this map if you're facing full navy, right? You can kind of stay alive in feudal, maybe castle, but if the navy numbers start getting too much out of hand, you're going to lose map control very quickly. Unless you get a castle up. This castle could be deadly. Especially considering shiXo is going to learn about it right now. I think he could deny it. He could have denied it had he stayed here with his navy, but he wanted to... No, it's too late. Yeah, you don't deny it now. No. Go back. Oh, Jesus, dude, you're killing me. No. Where is he looking? No. That's 6 ships down. Oof. That was not good. And now he's behind a lot in eco. Oh, apparently there was a pause. Not seeing that castle going up was kind of unfortunate, I think. He could have easily denied that. But yeah, look at the eco difference and the army difference. This isn't looking well for shiXo. He's now trying to drop the second TC. I mean, he's going to get it up. So, what is NeoZz going to do from here, right? Because now you got eco. You got the eco advantage. You're facing Viking longboats. As Dravidian... Ooh. We have Imperial from shiXo. Okay. Okay, this... Okay, we have Imperial from NeoZz as well. But this changes things, right? Because... Do we have a university from shiXo? Yes, we do. Would early cannon galleons from Vikings be enough here to push? Okay, we have a dock coming down from NeoZz now. Now, funny thing is, the moment shiXo gets to Imperial, he has access to the Therisidai. And I think Therisidai just destroy longboats. As long as there isn't an overwhelming number difference, right? Because right now he's facing 27 longboats. I know they're spread between the two inner circles. No, Dravidian. Dravidians get Therisidai. Did I say Viking Therisidai? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I meant NeoZz. So NeoZz doesn't really like the map. He's not really enjoying the map. Which is fair. I mean, his opponent didn't really enjoy the previous one, so it's fair that now he's the one not enjoying it. Okay, we're getting chemistry. Yeah, he's going for cannon galleons. 100%. He took down the siege workshop here, so he doesn't have to worry about mangonels sniping his cannon galleons. Elite longboats coming in. Wait, how? I forget how costly that is. But it's not cheap, right? It's supposed to... I think it's at least 900 food and 500 gold, something like that. Onager. Ooh. Yeah, if he cuts through with Onagers. I mean, that's a good choice, right? He's like, screw this. I'm not going to focus on the rings. I'm just going to go through the middle and take down your base with Onagers. And shiXo has nothing to fight this back. Ooh, longboats just casually outranging the castle because botkin was not in. There we go. Yeah, I think these... the longboats... I mean, if the fires weren't taking a build, they might have gone down, but... Yeah, I know, they're going down. Oh no, never mind. There were more longboats than I thought. But yeah, this is an issue, right? What do you do now? You're making knights? Sure. But it's Viking knights against... Sure, it's skirmishers, but it's Dravidian skirmisher. So, yeah. Yeah, knights still die to this. I mean, Viking knights still die to this. Even if this castle goes down, you don't really... what's affiliate, sorry? As you might have understood, I'm not really that knowledgeable when it comes to streaming. I'm just doing it for fun. Oh, can you follow? Thank you for the follow, Iron Chef. Welcome to the stream. I need 50 followers. I don't think I have 50 followers. Oh, 49. Yeah, there you go. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're just watching the second game in this set in Alchemy League, and we're seeing why Dravidian skirmishers are just the best unit in the game. Taking down knights. He might be able to take down the longboats as well if he wanted to. We got Siege Elephant coming in. Yeah. BBCs. Yeah, I don't think Vikings have anything. Yeah, I agree. He deserved this one. He really deserved to win this one, especially considering his opponent is Dravidians and he's refusing to make the Rissa die, right? He just went for fast fire. Just go for Rissa die, dude. You got the resources for that. But again, I think in some ways shiXo made the same mistake that Flying Mouse did in the previous set, which is he went too early for the navy in the middle, in the inner ring. I think first you fight a little bit for water on the outside, so you secure your eco, and then you transition to either army or navy in the middle. Because at the end of the day, he was too far behind in eco, and that's what killed him. Sure, he had the navy, he had the unit, he just didn't have the eco, and the moment he lost some eco here, I mean, to NeoZz, this would be just some eco. To shiXo, this was basically all of his eco. So, yeah. That was sad. Ooh, big shot, big shot. Ah, could have been bigger. We have shipwright coming in, okay. Yeah, that too, Otter, I agree. I think one way or another you have to secure your eco, you can't just go all in with ships. Because as strong as ships are, you still cannot use them to protect this area. Longbow's actually doing pretty good against the Siege Elephant, sorry. Well, they do have bonus damage against rams as well. Damn, we're getting shot down by skirmishers. And shiXo calling the GG. Well played to him. Well played, well played. No, Water, I think it is a ship map. It's just the timing at which you switch to ships in this ring is not as fast as people seem to think. At least in my opinion. Yeah, I know I beat you with knights, but also stop spoiling the other games, please. No, but I know I beat you with knights, but I think you really had a chance with ships. But again, I think you would have had a better chance if you hadn't lost your outer water. right? Yeah, I know it was casted, but it was not put in the what's the name, in the sheet where you have all of the links to the casts. So, and I mean it's a recorded game, so yeah, who cares? Spoil away if you want. But yeah, back to my point. I think ships would work better if you can secure your eco on the outside, because otherwise, yay, I got ships. Yeah, but I've got enough eco to make knights to kill your ships. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think ships work. It's just you need to get the timing right. Let's look at statistics real quick. Mill first. I mean, me personally, I like putting down the mill, just so that I have the possibility to build my market as soon as I want to go up to castle, right? So it doesn't delay me when I'm like, oh, I want to put a market. Shit, I'm not supposed to swear on this stream. I want to put down a market, and then you realize, oh, I don't have a mill, so I cannot build my market, and that kind of slows your castle age time. So as a personal preference, I prefer to build my mill first. In general, no, I do think a dock to take the shorefish is probably better. But you make the dock to get the fish, but you don't make navy straight away. And maybe you build the dock here after you have built your second dock on the fish and contested water. Yeah, docking feudal. That's what I'm getting at. So it's basically your third dock total, and you make it in feudal. I think your first two docks should go to the outside, just to secure a fish. I mean, you could even go bam, right? Just dock block, and then you go crazy in the middle. And if you want to do that, I think Byzantines then would be a great civ. Byzantines and Persians, just because you get more HP. And then with Byzantines, you also have faster fires, which again would be nice to take down buildings. Like, for example, in our set, I just walled here and walled you out for so long. Well, not that long, but I walled you out and kind of stalled. If you have Byzantine fires, you just get through those walls so easily. Even if they are stone walls, right? Because you can get through palisades with galleys, but if it's stone walls, you don't really get through them that fast with galleys. But with fires, you do. Hello, Sean. You just got here by the end of the stream because I just finished my third set, so I'm not casting any more games for today. So I'm gonna thank really quickly the people who are going to watch this on YouTube, and then the rec.